Flooding rainfall is looking to develop over this weekend for parts of the Queensland tropics and may extend inland to parts of western Queensland and the Northern Territory's Gulf region as well. This is with the movement of potentially the season's fourth tropical cyclone. Not guaranteed to form, but that's the system over there. As that's happening, Sunday and Monday, we'll see some storms hit parts of southeast Australia, including parts of the Gippsland region and the ranges of New South Wales. But this is where all the rain is really going to be falling. You can see how as that low makes landfall sometime this weekend, we'll see the monsoon drawn with it and very heavy rain lingering for northern parts of Queensland, including around the Cairns region. You could be in for some substantial rainfall this week. As we look further ahead, notice how that system continues to linger through, continue to bring very heavy rainfall, drawing that monsoon with it and bringing flooding rain for parts of the territory. Here we have the forecast rain for today. Very heavy rain expected over the north. Heavy rainfall with a developing low-pressure system, potentially a cyclone this weekend. Over the northern parts of the Kimberley region, maybe some heavy showers, but dry elsewhere. Some dry storms expected in Tasmania and Victoria today. Maybe isolated totals of around 5 to 10 millimeters with those. Saturday, we have showers and storms in southeast New South Wales. Continue to be very heavy rainfall for parts of the Queensland, Cape York Peninsula region. Cairns could even see totals 50 to 100 millimeters over this period, particularly Sunday. Showers and storms will then form in a rain band, which will stretch from the pastorals down to the Murray-Darling Basin and into parts of southeast New South Wales, while heavy rain continues for the far northern tropics. On Monday, continue to see that rain potentially making landfall as a tropical low, maybe the season's fourth tropical cyclone. To its east, we'll see heavy rain drawing in maybe around that Lucinda-Cardwell area, and that could also induce some river flooding as well, because now we've seen consecutive days of heavy rainfall for this region. And depending on the movement of it, we'll see a large area of heavy rain developing across the interior of the Northern Territory and northern parts of Queensland as well over the next few days. So let's take a look at that forecast. Rainfall looks pretty good for the north here. Widespread totals over 150 millimeters predicted. Some areas across that north tropical coastline could see over 400 millimeters of rainfall, and this is the result of potentially the season's fourth tropical cyclone, drawing in those monsoonal rains consecutively over a series of 4 to 5 days. Today is the worst fire danger day of the season for Tasmania, and for Victoria, it rivals fire danger days we've seen in the past this season. Both states have total fire bans declared statewide. Of course, both states also have a number of active fires, no more so than Tasmania, where several fires are now over 200 kilometers squared in size. Absolutely huge, and those fires are going to continue to grow in size as we have a very hot day. Temperatures in the 40s to mid-40s for Victoria, potentially challenging records, very dry. Also Tasmania's east having a potential records there, but 35 to 40 degree heat with very gusty northerly winds and the potential for dry lightning this afternoon as well. Just not a good situation at all. In Tasmania, we have severe fire danger in the southeast, very high fire danger elsewhere. Victoria, extreme fire danger in the Mallee region and also parts of the north central. Everywhere else severe or very high fire danger, and elevated fire danger still across southern parts of New South Wales today. Now, as we see a cooler change roll through this afternoon and overnight tonight, we are going to see that fire danger drop. But these fires are so big that they're going to take a long time to really contain, control, and then finally extinguish. So even though we'll see that fire danger drop on Saturday following a wind change, well, it's still going to be quite some time before firefighters get the upper hand on this situation. It'll take days, if not weeks, to really get going. Meanwhile, New South Wales sees elevated fire danger on Saturday. The ACT, as you can see, very high fire danger there. And that'll linger across New South Wales because the cool change really sort of stalls before it reaches pretty far inland. Parts of New South Wales are going to see consecutive days above 40 degrees this weekend, this Australia Day long weekend, while we have elevated fire danger in the northeast of the state. For the west of the country, we can see that we have some elevated fire danger, but it's also going to be coupled with some heavy rain and showers at times, so there isn't that much of a fire risk there.
This is a severe weather alert.
An update on the status of tropical cyclone warnings and watches for both Queensland as well as Western Australia. A tropical low is formed in the Gulf of Carpentaria. There is a tropical cyclone warning in effect for this low-pressure system stretching from Weipa to Gilbert Rivermouth, and then a watch in effect extending to the Queensland Northern Territory border, including places like Normanton and Burketown. A tropical cyclone warning means gales are possible within 48 hours. This low-pressure system looks to develop into the season's fourth tropical cyclone by tomorrow as it gradually strengthens and moves near parallel to the eastern Gulf coastline over the course of today. As it does, it'll also drive in heavy rainfall and the threat of damaging winds. A severe weather warning has also been issued for areas not included in that cyclone warning, including places like Cairns and Cooktown, which are expected to see the onset of heavy rain and potentially the odd damaging wind gusts throughout today. The culmination of rainfall due to this system and its slow-moving nature has also led to a flood watch for this area. Cape York Peninsula, Eastern Gulf, and the North Tropical Coast all in a flood watch as hundreds of millimeters of rain are expected to fall over the next few days. Let's shift focus now to Western Australia. Tropical Cyclone Riley is a Category 2 system and moving southwest near parallel to the Pilbara coastline. There's no direct impacts at the moment, but there is a tropical cyclone watch for this area, and you can see that, including places like Dampier on screen. It'll continue to move towards the west over the next few hours, and as it does bring the risk of squally winds on that sort of northwest shelf of the Pilbara coastline and the potential for squally thunderstorms at times as well. For assistance in storm damage, contact the State Emergency Services on 132 500.